Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new Ruins of Skaro action figure set based on the 4th Doctor serial Destiny of the Daleks. Taking a look at the packaging, the figures are displayed nicely and feature a window on the front unlike the B&M sets. The packaging also features the current Diamond Doctor Who logo, the TARDIS, the name of the set along the bottom, and 3 diamonds stating the set's contents, that the figures are from the 4th Doctor's era and that this is a character online exclusive. On one side of the box, the TARDIS graphic continues around with the logo and the name of the set. The other features the horizontal logo. The top of the box again has the logo and the name of the set, and the back of the box has a synopsis of the story and a little blurb about the behind the scenes and the state of the Dalek props. One thing to mention is that there is a wonderful photograph of the figures in a rocky diorama, and as usual the bottom has the product and company information. When you open the packaging, not only do you get the figures but you also get a lovely little diorama piece. This is of the Movellan ship with their guns ready to be taken out onto the Skaro, and you can also see Davros on the screen. Taking a look at the Bomber Dalek first. Now obviously we have had this figure released before, way back when, but this variant has been one that fans have been desperately after, and that has been reflected on eBay even by today's prices. However, this variant isn't a direct re-release. It has the updated paint applications that are much closer to that of the B&M sets a few years ago now, with a completely new retooled waist section. Yes, it's not just reused from the first release. Although I don't have the original Bomber Dalek, the orientation of the red and yellow bombs is different to that release, and I believe that the number of the bombs is also lower. It adds a bit of variation on the shelf if you have both releases. But looking at the overall figure, you can see it's got the light grey with the glossy black hemispheres and solar slat. It does include the updated eye stalk, the black circle on the waist section, and across the base there are some scuffs to represent the tattier look of the Dalek props from this story. As you can see, this Dalek makes for a nice little variant, and even if you have the original release, it adds a bit of variation to the shelf, and it's nice to have this Dalek available at an affordable price. Moving on to the articulation of the Dalek. There's 360 degrees of rotation on the dome. The eye stalk pivots up and down, and the plunger and the exterminator gun are both on ball joints so that they can move and rotate freely. And like usual, the Dalek is on 3 wheels, so the Dalek can chase the Movellans around with great ease. And speaking of the Movellans, who would have thought that in 2024 we would finally be adding Movellans to the shelf? In fact, these figures are fantastic for 2 different eras, as obviously they appeared in Destiny of the Daleks, but they did have a cameo role in Series 10's opener, The Pilot, with the 12th Doctor, Bill Potts and Nordal. But just looking at the figures here, we have 2 fantastic variants with 2 unique head sculpts, with the first head sculpt being of the model Suzanne Danielle as Agella or Agel, and the other just being of an unnamed Movellan that does still appear within the story. Both head sculpts are incredible, with what appears to be the normal going forward. Both of these heads have been sculpted and moulded in the skin tone colour, and as you can see by doing this, none of the detail has been lost in either faces, and the paint applications of the eyes, eyebrows and mouth are extremely crisp. Another thing to note is that the wigs are sculpted in a grey purple PVC with a bit of a wash and the silver tips painted on. This is very effective. Moving on to the body, their bodysuits are moulded in a pearl white plastic, and the detailing across the body is crisp and accurate to the suits in the story. As you can see, you've got the horizontal line through the suit, and on each of their shoulders they have their fluid pipe things, which have been painted in a vibrant green. This can also be said the same for the silver belt, and their device on the belt is also painted on well. I believe it's a separate sculpt, but it's not removable. Taking a look at the boots, they continue the same level of detail with the silver top, the horizontal line and the pattern, and there are some paint applications to represent the Skaro dirt around the soles. One thing to note is that both figures seem to reuse parts from the Clara Oswald figure. However, the reuse of parts is so small that you can barely tell that these figures aren't totally 100% new. It's been done really well. I don't have an issue if characters are going to give us new characters whilst using parts from other figures, and it's obviously more affordable than just sculpting brand new legs or hip pieces just for the sake of it. Both of these figures come with their gun accessories. They are moulded in a translucent pink plastic with the grey handle painted on, and the guns do fit into their right hands without too much hassle. Overall, I think that these two figures are fantastic. I love the Movellans. It's nice to have a new classic character on the shelf. But taking a look at the articulation, the heads can swivel side to side, the arms can rotate a full 360 degrees and move out on a ball joint. The biceps also rotate, as does the elbow joint, where it does bend to just under 90 degrees. The wrists have 360 degrees of movement as well, as does the waist. The legs can kick forward and out to the side. There is a 360 degree swivel at the thigh, and the knees bend to 90 degrees. And that's it for the Ruins of Skaro set. This is a fantastic set for everyone, classic fans, Dalek fans, and even new series fans if we're going to get a bit specific. To have a Bomber Dalek again in the line at an affordable price is fantastic, and the two Movellans make for incredible figures. This set does remind me of the type of sets we would have got back in the days of Underground Toys, Forbidden Planet, when there was a bit more money in the line. And I know there have been a few rumbles from a small number of people on Twitter who, let's be honest, they love to have a moan every time character is even spoken about. $39.99, these three figures work out at just over 13 quid each, and in this day and age you can't really complain about that price, but that's my opinion. I'm really happy with this set. I love Destiny of the Daleks. That's all there is left to say about these three figures. They are still available right now at the time of recording from Character's website. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop my Instagram account to follow for more customs and any news going forward about my channel. And I shall see you next time for more Doctor Who action figure reviews. Take care.